Hi, I'm Teddy Burris, your Google Workspace and Gmail strategist. I'm going to show you in this video how to create named ranges and then give you some examples of how to use them. But before I do, hit that subscribe and notify button because I create all of these videos for you. So I had this hunk of data in a spreadsheet called names. And this data right here, if I go all the way to the bottom, you'll see there's 1,301, actually 1,300 names. The first row is the header. And they're men's names and they're women's names. So what I want to do is I want to create three named ranges. The first name range I want is for the whole hunk of data. The second name range, I pulled out all the women's names and put it over here in another sheet called women. These are all in the women's name. And I pulled all the men's names out here that are marked over here in this column E, and I want to put those over in the men's column. But let me start with the names. I'm going to name this entire block a specific name so that it's easy for me to reference that range of cells in a formula. Let me show you how to do this. There's two ways to do it. I can go to the top right here. I can highlight this whole thing. And then once I start highlighting, and all I did, by the way, is I put my cursor in the upper left-hand corner, hold the shift key, and don't let go of it until you're done with the whole process. Go to the right and highlight all these cells by hitting the right arrow, and then come down and keep coming down. Now to get to the entire bottom, once I get down here, out of the first row, I can hold the Control or Command and hit down arrow, and boom, it highlights it all. Step number one is that you can highlight the whole range of data. Now what I can do is go to Data, go to Named Ranges, and look, it's already said, hey, you've got cells highlighted. You obviously want to name it, but let's call this All Names. All Names. And you can see that the range that this named range is referencing to is the sheet called Names. I'm in the sheet called Names. Cell A1, upper left-hand corner, A1, all the way, colon means that through, and then it's E, column E, row 1301. That's the whole range that I just named. Again, sheet, upper left-hand corner, colon, lower right-hand corner. And then all I have to do is hit done. And there's a named range. Let me go show you another way to do it. I'm going to go to the women's tab or women's sheet. Now I want to name this range here, but I'm going to do it a little bit differently. I know the range I want to name starts in A1 on this sheet, and I know it goes down to the bottom, which is cell row 1001, column E. So I'm going to go over here and hit add range. Now, I don't want just that one cell. What I want is the sheet, women, exclamation, means that everything from the exclamation to the left is the name of the sheet. And then I know I want A1, colon, E, 1001. And I don't need to make these uppercase. Watch what happens when I hit done. It makes them uppercase automatically. So that's another way to name a named range or name a range of cells. And then I can do the same thing over on men. I know that on men, there's 300 names. If you go to the bottom, you see it's 301, which includes the top row. So I can go, if I want to, whichever way I want to do it, go to add a new range, I want to call this men range, men names. And it's at bottom, it's A301, but I want to make it A1, colon, E301. Men, exclamation, means that's the name of the sheet. The upper left-hand corner, colon, the lower right-hand corner, and hit done. I want to rename this one here. So I click on that, and I'm going to call it women names. Get rid of that uppercase O. And hit done. So those are my three named ranges. And again, with a pencil here, I can change the name, I can change the range, or I can delete the named range altogether. So I've just named three different ranges of data in my Google Sheet, which is in individual sheets that I can then use those named ranges. Instead of typing in A1 colon E301, I can just type in men names. And we'll show you how to use that in future videos. But knowing how to create named ranges will make your use of Google Sheets and of data in Google Sheets much more efficient. I'm Teddy, your Google Workspace and Gmail strategist, trainer, and coach. I hope that's helpful for you.